Welcome to Mother-Daughter Projects. I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki.
And today we're going to revisit a project we built 6 years ago.
I can't believe it's been 6 years. This was our first major woodworking project and we learned so much doing this. It was so frustrating. It was very difficult. In fact, when we reviewed the video, we realized a lot of those tools we borrowed and now we own a lot of those tools. But everything from the very first nail we put into this project was a learning curve. We realized on this project that we have to adjust plans for our skills, our strength. That was a big one. We didn't have the strength to actually do some of these things. So you just have to, we did a lot of problem solving, and that has continued to this day, is that problem solving.
Yeah, and it was interesting because this is the very first project where we used a Kreg jig in it. And we have since used the Kreg jig for so many things because it's the perfect tool for joining two boards together. Now it's been countless projects that we've used it in. But we did learn a lot with this project, and I do want to say it is still holding strong. So
it is amazing.
Yes.
I guess that's surprising, but I mean, it shouldn't be surprising, but it is absolutely perfect. It's exactly what you envision it to be, and it fits a space. It's amazing.
I have never had an issue with it. There's really nothing that has structurally gone wrong with it. If you watch the original video, you'll see we were like, wait, we need some more structural support. Yeah. So we kept throwing more stuff in and more stuff in. And that worked because it's held up really well. I now have 2 monitors on my desk. I have 2 big hard drives on here, RAID drives, so those are pretty heavy, and it's holding strong. I've never put anything on it that I'm like, oh, is this gonna hold? And when we put the holes for the cables to run down, the hole works perfectly. Like everything that we did has worked perfectly with it. And it's funny because some people have commented, they're like, well, that's not a great design because the slats, like if you write on there, you're gonna not be able to write well. Well, I will say, I don't write on it. It's a computer desk. But also I have been able to, like if I'm writing like a small note, like I have like sticky notes or like a little note card, I can write on the front area where there is some actual not slats. And so I have done that, or I'll write on the keyboard pull-out area, so not been a problem. And I love the look of the slats still. I think they are perfect. I love the color. So 2 things that came up when we were building it originally. One was that the door, there's a little gap here, and so we made this kind of silly little door thing to cover that, and that was enough for me to be happy with it. And I will say I do use this little cover occasionally when I want to like close up the desk. I don't really close it up too often because I'm on my computer a lot. One thing that annoys me though is we finished the front, but we didn't finish the back.
I don't know why.
And the other thing that annoys me that we really couldn't have done anything differently with is that where we glued the front to the metal angled piece, there is glue that's visible, and this basically happened when we originally put it on. We put too much glue and it squirted out, and we tried to remove it, but either, I can't remember exactly, I don't think we could fully remove it, or we thought it wasn't a big deal. Yeah. But it is a big deal. Like, it still bothers me, and sometimes I try to pick at it, but it's not coming off. That is some good glue, by the way. You know, but we have learned clean the glue up right away before it's fully dried. That is a big thing. One thing though that we didn't share in the floating desk video, but in another video after that, was we made this little sign back here for the Mother-Daughter Project Studio, and we put LED lights in there and it lights it up. Well, the light strand stopped working like a year after, and I tried fixing it and I was able to do a couple things, and then it just stopped working. So I've been wanting to do something to replace this for a while now. In our next project, we're going to install some nano leaf shapes right here, and if you saw this video here, we installed nano leaf elements in my kitchen area, and we have loved that. So we're going to install that here to give it a new pop of color, a new life into the office.
A big thing that's changed since we put the desk in is we now have 2 greyhounds, and they are literally right here on the ground. One is right here, and her legs are between the tripod, and the other one is literally right at my feet. So that's always a super challenge to work in here and to film, but it's fun.
Super fun. So yeah, so now we have 2 dogs that are just super fun to work with.
Yes, that's right.
So thanks for joining us, and if you want to see that original video, we put a link to it right here. And if you want to see more projects from us, be sure to visit us at motherdaughterprojects.com. All right, see you next time.